Good morning, guys. Coming in hot with vlog number 2. I'm on a roll here. It is currently a Saturday, 1 week before Christmas. So we have a few little Christmas loose ends that we have to sort out today. It's about 7:30, would you say by now? 7:30 in the morning. Last night was a bit of a rough night's sleep. Billy was a little bit sick this morning, so I've been awake since about 4. I think Billy's just been a little bit upset in the tummy. I think that she might be coming onto heat soon, so that might be why. Anyway, we're obviously keeping an eye on her. She's just been feeling a little unwell. Anyway, we're up finally, and we're gonna get started with a little bit of breakfast. Nick, you could come. Come.
I need a glass of water.
So we're gonna make some breakfast. I've already started some paleo toast, which I think it's already done. So are you doing eggs?
The crucial
And
step.
ham. He has to put on his apron. It's a very important part of the morning routine. So I think for breakfast this morning we're gonna have paleo toast. Nick's gonna have eggs. I'm probably gonna have some avocado. And we have a ham for Christmas. We've already gotten started on that because it'll take us like a really long time to get through like a whole ham. Keeping it pretty straightforward. In terms of what's on today, we have to buy some more Christmas gifts. We're going to the nursery today, so that will be fun. I don't think I'm gonna buy anything for here, but it's always
You're not allowed to buy anything.
It's just nice to look though. And yeah, we'll see what we get up to. On a separate note, Nick has been making cold brew.
Coffee, cold brew coffee.
I'm off coffee for the moment, but he is about to filter it.
So this makes a concentrate of coffee, so you can't just drink that straight. So you gotta like distill it like 50-50. Otherwise you'll be like bouncing off the walls.
Alright, I have my somewhat random breakfast this morning. So we just have our toast, avocado. I popped some wakame flakes on there. They're just a good source of iodine, salt, pepper, and then obviously our ham that Nick has cooked off on the pan. We're also having a post-breakfast dessert.
It's Christmas time. We're allowed to have post-breakfast dessert.
So I have this batch of rumbles that I made for the video that I'm sure would have gone up before this. They're really yummy, and I think Nick wants to do like another batch, like super rummy.
I'm gonna like turn the rum up to 11. You're breathing fire.
I think we're gonna take Billy for a walk after this. We are in the car. We're just heading out to the nursery. So we need to buy a plant pot because we already have the plant, but Nick's work is doing like a Secret Santa type thing. So that's the Secret Santa gift, is like a little plant. So we just have to duck out to the nursery, but it's just a good excuse to like go out there and have a look around.
Hopefully we don't end up with more plants.
I don't think we will, because I don't know that there's like that many more spots in our apartment that get like great enough light that I would invest in buying any more plants. Yeah, I feel like all the major spots are already taken up, so I don't know that I'm really looking for plants, but you know,
You'll always see something that you're like, ooh, that's cute. I should buy this and find somewhere for it.
Find somewhere for it. Always open to possibilities. You gotta be open to...
You'll have to show them the plant that you bought that hasn't really got a spot to live. It just kind of sits there.
It kind of floats around because it doesn't have a designated spot. Anyway, that is what we're doing, and then I think we might also stop... Are we gonna stop in at the bottle shop in this trip?
We're planning on making Christmas cocktails, and we need to figure out which ones we want to make.
Yeah, we need to make some Christmas cocktails. I saw like an Instagram reel of someone doing like a chai espresso martini, and ever since then, like, I felt like that was like a month ago, like well before December, and it's been like in my brain for a while. So we have to make the chai espresso martini at some point. Feels a little bit more like Christmassy. For now, we are on our way to the nursery. I like the minty color, like it's kind of cute. Or the, I mean, personally, I like this mustard color.
The mustard could actually go.
Mustard is very cute.
The plant itself.
Okay, we have decided on the pot. We're going with the safe. It's not terracotta, but it's like terracotta colored. Should be okay for a boy. Okay, we are back in the car. And we've decided that we're gonna do a few more of the things on our list. We were gonna leave it till tomorrow, but we're gonna go finish off the Christmas shopping. Nothing like crazy. We're going to BCF, boating, camping and fishing. to buy a gift for James, so Beck's husband. So we are gonna go buy some like camp cooking gear for him.
James, if you're listening to this, don't listen to this.
I don't think James watches vlogs.
Good. Christmas surprise is saved.
Christmas is saved. He is the last gift that we need to, person that we need to buy for. I tried to do like most of the Christmas shopping like a few weeks ago, so like this is the most organized that I have ever been for Christmas, and then it's just this one, and then we are done. Feels good. We're pretty on top of things this year, and this one shouldn't be too hard because I kind of know what we're going to be looking for. So anyway, off we go to our favorite store. What is it? BCF.
We've never actually been there.
We've been to BCF.
Have we?
Isn't that the one that we went to at Capalaba?
No, that was a completely different store.
What was that store?
Camping Down Under.
Camping Down Under.
Or Down Under Camping.
It always, obviously like Camping Down Under sounds like it, but all of the boating sort of camping shops feel very Aussie. We're all about that boating, camping and fishing. So we're back home in our familiar kitchen location, and it's about 1 p.m. now. That actually took a lot longer than I thought. We ended up stopping in at the bottle shop to buy a few things because we're gonna make some Christmas cocktails. I think I might have mentioned that before, but we are back home. We're gonna start making some lunch. It's about 1 p.m.-ish, and for lunch today we're gonna keep things really simple and easy. I have some gluten-free wraps. So this is the brand of wraps that I always, like if we're doing wraps, which we try not to do wraps like super often, but if we are doing it, this is the ones that I buy from Woolies. They're like the beef-free sweet potato wraps that are quite good. Like for a gluten-free wrap, they just hold together fairly well, and they're not too, like we all know the problems that come with gluten-free breads and wraps. So those are the ones I'm going to be using. We have a few other bits and pieces. I have some rocket, some avocado, tomato, red onion, and also some mayo. So Woolies has also recently started stocking this good fat mayo by, I think it's Undivided Food Co. So it's a really nice option if you're looking for like a little mayo sauce that's not going to be full of...
Picked up the aioli version.
Yes, it's the aioli version. I think they have a few different versions, like a little bit more convenient if you're looking for a mayo that's not made on like canola oil, sunflower seed oil, all of those kind of nasty omega-6 oils. So olive oil based and just a little bit more convenient. It is a little bit expensive, not going to lie. So we do like to make our own mayo as well, and that's like a lot more affordable. But if you're in a pinch, you just want something convenient, this is a nice little option, and it goes really well in like wraps and things like that. Oh, and some chicken. Nick is going to cook up some chicken. Is that correct? So yeah, we're gonna get started with that. And yeah, I'm doing a key thing here. I'm removing the tomato cores.
Learned your lesson?
Nick is pretty crazy about removing the tomato cores. Nick is seasoning some chicken. What's in the mix?
So far, paprika, garlic granules, onion powder, salt, pepper, a little bit of, what is it, the dulse, or whatever it is, oregano.
Salt and pepper, and is that it?
Salt and pepper's in there. I'm just throwing in what feels good. Maybe a bit of like...
Intuitive cooking.
Maybe a bit of cumin.
Finished lunch, we are going to plant this little devil's ivy that I've had propagating for ages. He's got like such a good root system going on, so I think he's gonna be so happy finally going into dirt. So we're turning this into like our Nick's Secret Santa gift. So this is the little pot that we got, super cute and basic. Free plant, so that meets the Secret Santa criteria. I feel like maybe that's like considered a little bit of cheating.
But the pot is really like, I suppose, a main gift.
Yeah, the pot is the main gift. The plant is the side gift. It was free. Yeah, this one wasn't too bad. It was 20 bucks. So $20 plant pot, and then we just add in our plant from home. His roots are no bueno. Do you think we should like
try and untangle him?
Separate him, yeah?
One of those. It's like trying to untangle like fishing line or like headphones. Back when people had like wired headphones.
Oh, now he's gonna get a shower. So I've just taken Billy out for a walk. Nick's putting on his apron, which means like we're in business.
In business again.
We're gonna start making some dinner soon, but because it's like the weekend before Christmas, we are gonna make some Christmas cocktails, as we like foreshadowed before. What is the cocktail that you wanna make this time? It's the cherry one.
It's a, some one that I saw it on Reddit. I don't know how good it is, but it's a made up one, so we'll give that a shot.
Does it have a name?
Well, they were kind of asking for names.
So it's completely made up. It's some sort of cherry.
What's
it got?
Sloe gin. It's got cherry brandy. It's got a we're not going to use the Lillet Rogue. I'm presuming I butchered that pronunciation. It's like the French kind of like, it's probably like Lily Roux. But we're going to use some vermouth and then some bitters as well. So
we will try making this Christmas cocktail and then we will rate it for you guys. And I think while we do that, while we have like some cocktails, because it's like 5 p.m. so it's like a Christmassy happy hour. Probably put on some Christmas music. We've got our little, can you see that? Our little fairy lights going. So we're feeling all the Christmas vibes. I haven't shown you our tree yet, actually. I'll show you guys our little tree. So the lighting is not like fantastic, and we still have to hook up some little lights to it. We were gonna go find those today. We had a look at Biome for like tiny little twinkly lights, but they didn't have any, so we're gonna go out tomorrow, I think, and see if we can find some at Kmart. Anyway, this little tree is so cute. Dad actually made it for us. He made one for their house too. So it's essentially just like a metal rod thing and then like attached all of the sticks and stuff. So it's looking very organic. This is our very organic tree. And then we just pop some baubles on there, pop on the lights tomorrow, and we have our little presents. Because hey, I think Billy has been taking a look at the presents. And then I just have to wrap James's present and then we're pretty much done. So anyway, it is now cocktail time. So Nick is the bartender tonight.
Start off with some sloe gin. This one's by Brookies. Product placement, please sponsor us. Doing 90 mils of that. I've got a very specific measuring. It looks very scientific. I don't have a proper cocktail kit. 90 mils of that. I'm making 2, by the way. So 90 mils as well. The vermouth. Bet you didn't think you'd see this on a health channel. 50 mils of that. I'm just ducking down to see eye level. Cherry liqueur.
From the homeland.
From Croatian cherry liqueur. 30 mils of that. And just a couple of dashes of, well, you probably know what this is by looking at it, bitters.
Does it like any tonic or anything in it?
No, this is just straight.
That might be a bit strong for me.
That's why I only made one. Add some ice. Gonna give it a good old shake. Pour in these nice little glasses.
Right, let's put it together for Nick the barman. See what we think.
It's very fruity.
Yeah, it's quite nice.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
With the cherry, it does taste like very Christmassy.
You've obviously got like a bit of like the plum, the cherry, a bit of the wine flavors coming from the vermouth. And probably could do with a little bit more bitters if you want it, if you're into that. But yeah, it kind of tastes a little bit like a obviously a bit stronger in the plum and the cherry, but almost like a fruit mince pie.
A little bit, except I hate fruit mince pies.
Fruit mince pie if it was good.
We're gonna get started on some dinner. Tonight we are doing some grass-fed beef sausages, a gravy that we're making on beef bone broth, and then I think we're gonna pair it with some mashed potatoes, but we're gonna do like a half and half, so like half white potato and then half cauliflower, which we term.
It actually tastes pretty good.
It is. It tastes pretty much like, I don't want to say it tastes like the real deal because people will come for me, like anything where cauliflower is infiltrating. But because it is half and half and it's not straight cauliflower mash, it does still feel a lot more like starchy and potatoey. So we call it diet mash. I feel like that might also trigger some people. We kind of just think it's a funny name. Like not because we're like trying to diet or we're trying to like cut the carbs and the calories in the mash.
I'm a guy.
It just feels healthier
and
because
I
there's
feel
like
like it's still good because it tastes. It's got the mashed potato taste, but it's also lighter. It feels nicer.
Yeah, it kind of makes the whole mix like just like lighter because it's not as starchy, so it just cuts down some of that starch. But the other thing that I wanted to tell you guys about that we've kind of done semi-recently and I haven't updated. Sounds kind of weird. We bought, number one, we bought a small chest freezer, which I can show you in a moment. And then we also decided to order like direct meat. So we ordered like an 1/8 of a beast or like an 1/8 of a cow straight from farm in Mullaney. So essentially you order online, they come and deliver it to you, and you have just like stacks of different cuts of beef, which we basically decided to do because we were always doing these trips to and from our organic butcher, and it was just kind of like a bit of a pain in the butt. And if you don't manage to get to the organic butcher one week, then you're buying like a bit more of the conventional stuff. And if you really want to be able to get, you know, like 100% grass fed, it's just much better to go like straight to the source. The other problem is that like if you buy even like grass fed from a supermarket, you don't know if it is grass finished. So ideally you want your beef to be entirely grass fed throughout its whole life, because even like the last 90 days, if they switch over to grain, that's going to have an impact on the beef. So all that to say, we ordered some 100% grass fed and finished Black Angus beef from a place in Mullaney. I can pop the link below if this is like something that would interest you and you want to see where we're buying from, so you can go and check them out. They also do like a little referral program, so I'm not like coming at this from some sort of like I have a code. Literally they just have a referral program for anyone who wants to buy there. So if it is something that you're interested in, let me know and we can do a two-way referral, because I think that means the other person gets some free beef in their order and then the person who referred them also gets some free beef. So we ordered 1/8 of a beast, which is quite a few kilos. How many kilos in total?
Like 30.
30 kilos of beef at one time. So it is like an expensive one-off order, but at the same time that's gonna last us like a fairly long time. Like we got about, was it like 11 packets of mince?
Something like that.
So it's a lot of beef that's gonna last. So I feel like we've got like a butcher shop inside our apartment, because like you've got everything on hand. So when it comes around to the weekly shop, it's kind of like, well, which cuts do we want to work around this week? Obviously if you're buying like fish and other things, we'll go sort that out. But overall it just makes like that whole buying weekly shop process a lot easier. How have you found it?
I found it pretty good. They give you a lot of different cuts, and they give you bones and stuff like that to work with. So it's not just like, here's a bunch of steaks or here's a bunch of mince.
Yeah, because that's the other benefit, is you're not just going to be eating like the same stuff every week. So it kind of forces you to branch out, because you have cuts that maybe you haven't worked with before or cooked with. So you get some other cuts like ossobuco. We got like some beef cheek. Anyway, you get kind of just like a smattering of different cuts of beef, which they list like all of that on their website. But I'll show you our freezer though, because that's the other thing. We had to buy like a small chest freezer to make this work, because our freezer is just not really big enough.
You don't re-record that with me sneezing.
That's okay, I'm gonna leave it in. So yeah, we did have to buy like a small chest freezer. My mum has actually been doing this whole process for a little while, and she said that, 'cause she has like the same chest freezer that we bought, and she said that it didn't make any difference to her electricity bill. So that is good. We'll see what happens. But I will flip the camera and show you the size. Just ignore like the mess of the laundry, because I have baskets full of stuff. So we were lucky that we could kind of slot the freezer into like our little laundry space that's like attached to the kitchen. Just ignore this whole basket. But yeah, this is like the general size. So it's not like the biggest freezer in the world, but it's decent. And like 1/8 of a beast, we've still got like a decent amount of room left as well. So you could even do more next time. But yeah, it's one of those things that you don't have to order obviously very often. We'll see how many months it lasts us and report back. But all that to say, tonight we are using grass-fed beef sausages from our chest freezer from Mullaney, and Nick has already gotten started, so I'll show you the whole process. I am making the diet mash. Especially when it comes to like cooking meat. I feel like we're on the topic of like beef and meat, so might as well continue. One person that I've really been enjoying following on Instagram at the moment is Geordie Pieface. She's pretty popular. She does like a lot of paleo gaps style cooking, but she's been doing like a lot of stories recently that are like cooking, I don't want to say weird cuts of beef, but you know, like different ways to cook like beef cheek, some of those sorts of cuts. And there's like some really interesting methods. So it's a bit too difficult to explain, but I would definitely recommend checking her out on Instagram and checking out some of like her highlight stories, because she like goes into depth with exactly how she prepares all the meat and stuff, and a lot of like slow cooked meat recipes and things like that. So we're trying to learn some good ways to like prepare like roasts and stuff like that, because I feel like at some point in your life you just have to figure out how to do like a really good roast for if people come over or anything like that. And I only thought of that because she does like a lot of gravies, like bone broth gravies as well on her stories. So definitely go check it out, see what you think. We're gonna make this gravy. We've got some pre-prepared stock. This was just made on the beef bones in our Philips all-in-one, like on a slow cook mode the other day. So we're going to add that in. It's going to be like a really good, nutritionally dense meal. What are we making? The gravy?
Yeah, so I'm going to cook down some onions first, and then I'll put in the broth, some bit of wine and a few spices and everything, and that'll make a nice gravy.
Okay, so the bone broth has gone in. Do you think it was like 2 cups maybe?
It's like 2 jars worth.
Okay, 2 jars worth. And then we put in a little splash of red wine, salt, pepper, and we're just gonna let that simmer down. Perfect. And a little random tidbit question. If you've tried cherry liqueur, what do you guys think? Do you like the taste of cherry liqueur, or do you think it tastes like cough medicine? Because that's what a lot of people say. They say, this tastes like the cough medicine that your mum gives you when you're sick, like as a little kid. And then the follow-up question to that is, do you like as a kid, did you like the taste of the cherry cough medicine that your mum gave you? Because my answer to the first one is yes, it does taste like cough medicine. And 2, that's not a problem because cough medicine is delicious.
I think I just like cherries.
You just like cherries? What do you think about the cough medicine though? Did you get the cough medicine when you were a kid?
Yeah, I did. But I don't know that I hated it, but I don't know that I loved it as much as you did either.
You had no strong feelings about it. Whereas I feel like with me and Beck, you want to be sick so that you get the cough medicine, but I don't know. Let me know in the comments what side you guys are on, because I feel like, yeah, we've met a lot of people that are...
It's a divisive...
It is, it's a divisive thing. So Nick is doing something a bit different. He's going to cook the sausages in the gravy, so like
Usually what you would do is that you could fry them off in the pan. The traditional way to make this is that you fry off the sausages in the pan, you kind of take the sausages out, you cook off the onions, you put in some flour, then you make the gravy, and then you can put the sausages back in to serve. But I mean, like, it's much of a muchness if you cook them in the sauce versus like cooking them off first anyway. I suppose this way you're less likely to get carcinogens forming.
Yes.
Look at this and me listening to you.
So they're probably not going to be like as, I don't know, presentable. This is like not how normal people would cook them. But you're not going to get like the browning, which is the part that is bad for you. The part that like forms the heterocyclic amines. So like wet cooking methods are generally preferable to like grilling, anything that really browns or causes crispiness. So yeah, this will be maybe a little bit healthier, but we'll see how the gravy turns out this time.
Added benefit is that when you're cooking the sausages in the gravy, you get the flavour of the sausage in the gravy too, so you get an extra tasty gravy.
I don't feel like we've had much Biller in today's vlog. Hey Billy! She hasn't been feeling too well this morning, but she's been doing really well throughout the day. So she's had all of her meals. Give her a little bath tonight. But yeah, you've been on WALK. I think she's just focused on Nick because Nick has food. Update on our progress. So I have mashed our cauliflower and white potato, added in a whole lot of butter, salt and pepper, and then the sausages are done, so Nick's taken them out and he's just reducing down the gravy. So that's looking good.
The secret here is I've added a little bit of tapioca flour.
So for reference, you do need the tapioca flour to thicken it. How much did you add in?
I've done 2 tablespoons. That sounds like a lot, but this is also, we're not eating all of this gravy tonight. This is making a large batch of gravy which we'll eat over a couple of nights.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind.
Got our gravy cooking down, and then I'm also doing some broccoli over here. we're nearly done. It's not the most aesthetic thing in the world, but we have just served up our dinner. So we're interested to see how this gravy goes because Nick's been experimenting with different kinds of gravy. Like he's done like a lot of pepper in this one, so more of like a peppery sauce vibe. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, that is our dinner tonight. We've just given Billy a bath and she's got the zooms. She likes to dry off on this foot thing. Use it as a napkin. Sheesh, Billy. Ooh.
I think she can have some
rumballs. I don't know if I can fit one in. I'm pretty stuffed.
But it's Christmas.
To be honest, I don't think I can.
It's Christmas.
I can take a bite out of one and you have the rest. Would that be possible? Okay, I'll take one.
You don't have to have one.
I just don't think I can fit it in. So we've obviously finished dinner. I've just had a shower and I think I'm probably gonna go ahead and sign off the vlog here. Tonight I think I'm either going to watch a Christmas movie or I'll watch a little bit of New Girl. I haven't actually watched much of New Girl like when it was on TV. It's not like, I don't know, I have mixed feelings about this show and like the characters. I think I'm up to season 3, so I might either watch a Christmas movie. I don't know which one. Everyone's saying The Holiday is their favorite Christmas movie. I've had like a few people say that and I saw like a few other like people on Instagram saying that. But I don't think The Holiday is on Netflix and we don't have Stan. We used up like a free trial with Stan as well. So I don't know if it's like so good that it's worth like paying for a month of Stan. Otherwise I'll find something on Netflix. So Christmas movie or New Girl, a few episodes, and then I might do some reading before bed. I am currently reading the Throne of Glass series. Otherwise, it's just me here with little Billy on her sheepskin. And I guess I will go ahead and sign off the vlog here. I hope you guys have enjoyed this one. I know that it's like been a little bit random, like a lot of at-home vlogging, but if you did enjoy it, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel if you haven't already subscribed, and we will see you in our next video. Bye guys.